Alright guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host GD. If you're new, please do consider to smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. And if you're a member of the channel, bless up to you a lot. How to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the lines. Alright, as you saw by the title, we're going to be doing some breakdown today. Alright, yes, in which we're going to look at Jamaica squaring off with Guadeloupe. All right, we're going to look at Guatemala squaring off with Panama to see how that fears off. Then we're going to be looking at what took place just a while ago. We saw Trinidad and Tobago taking on Haiti. We're going to look at that. We have Saudi Arabia took on Usmnt. We're going to look at that and then maybe kind of wind down the day with some predictions and also look at who truly might be favorites, because now we're seeing teams going into the second game, all right, and how they're actually looking. All right, so let me start by blessing up the people inside the chat. We have Martin Baker in the house. Big up yourself, massive respect, my brother. Float Management, Joseph Brown, Omar Fowling, Kevin Jones in the building. All right, yes, so thanks guys for 13,800. We are only 200 or maybe less than 200 away from 14,000. So keep on smashing the like button, keep on supporting the content. Sometimes even if you're disagreeing with something, you are still learning something. At least you're getting it from my perspective as well. We saw Duvan McNeil in the house, Christopher Williams, and Mr. Duckland in the house as well. All right, Professional Pro Clubs, massive respect, says the match them too late. Well, for me it's late as well because I'm in Europe, and that's why I had to take a break yesterday, because I really wanted to do Trinidad and Tobago and Haiti. You understand me? But I couldn't, you know, because the back-to-back days really got me spinning. Hush Puppy, big up yourself, thanks for being here. So let me slide over to give the individuals that played yesterday their credit, so we can move into the other groups as well. God bless you with Hush Puppy in the building. Massive respect. All right, so let me get into it. People. Let me get into it, because we had the good Trinidad and Tobago versus Haiti. You know, one of them had to win or draw the game. All right, yes. So let me continue right here, people, because I guess one of them did drew the game. All right, yes. My prediction was to say that I thought Haiti would have been the winner of this game, but clearly Haiti, as what we had said, Haiti kept finding ways how to not win games. You understand me? Yes. And I want to say that might just be it for Haiti right here. All right. So as you know, Haiti lost 1-0 against Saudi Arabia. They had the more clear chances in that game. Never finished well. And then this one, they were down to 10 men very early on in this game. Let me just go to the numbers just to show you right here. Davern had a professional last man foul in the 39th minute, and they played the entire game. They actually scored after Para, assisted by Dedson, as you guys saw right there. You can see the pattern of play where the goal came from right there on the statistic sheet, and Para is a very big human being. All right, so once you give him it anywhere close inside 10 yards, 12 yards, it's going to be a automatic getting the ball on target. That's what I would say, because Haiti tend to always miss chances. All right, and then this is how the game finishes. Even with 10 players, I do believe that Haiti was in the game, and to be honest, Haiti still looked like the better team with 10 players, which is ridiculous. And I think that kind of showed me where Trinidad is at this point and where they're trying to go, you know. Yeah, because in the game it finished 53%, as you guys saw. I will click to the second half just to show you. Second half was 59 to 41% possession, 8 shots apiece, 2 big chances apiece. So 80 with 10 players still locked in, and Trinidad never outperformed them. And overall on the day, they had 3 big chances comparative to 2, 9 shots comparative to 16, and 47% possession to 53 right there. Starting lineup as you guys are seeing right here. Phillips in goal, Garcia, Jay Garcia, Raymond, Cardenas actually gets a play right here. Sealy, Rampasad, Phillips, Spicer, Garcia, and Nathaniel James played. Nazan and Para up front, as you saw. Dedson, Perrier, Jack, Providence in the actual midfield right there. So the Haiti's team is the team that we expected from them, but for some reason they never really pushed on as to what we expected. So another letdown here for Haiti, and definitely it looks like Trinidad is a work in progress. Work in process as to what I would say. Let me know if you guys agree with that. Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago is a work in process at this point, and Haiti looks like they need some revamping, in my opinion. Let me know. All right. Against 10-man 80, yes, I'm just going through it. Them can install some weather control in stadium for our match. You can choose stadium temperature. Triple E, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Omar Henry, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Football, not profitable without ice, okay? And then we have Ty, bless up yourself, thanks for being here. Massive respect right there. All right, so that was for 80. I thought that they let themselves down because they could have gotten 3 points out of this game if they never had the red card. I think. Respect to Trinidad to get the draw, but they weren't the better team with 11. We clearly saw that, and I need to do some deeper dives on Trinidad to see what's going on, because Cardenas and those young players look like they are talented players and will be breaking out very soon. I don't know if it's the wrong direction they're going in via keeping some older players in their team too long, because you saw Nathaniel James, he looks lively, Cardenas looks lively. You saw Andre's son is on the bench, so I don't know if it's some politics, because when Andre's son comes on, he seems to be looking exactly like Cardenas and Nathaniel James. So I think that it's some politics playing in the Trinidad team, stopping some of their better players from playing with each other. So maybe they need to work on those things, and put all the young kids on the field with a few experienced heads, and maybe Trinidad could be completely different. Drop German in the house. JD, I'm traveling, but still after checking. Bless up yourself. Thanks for being here, and thanks for the continuous support. All right, yeah, man. We are doing right through the entire tournament. We're gonna do our Gold Cup breakdown. Over the last 2 days, you saw it. It was not a Jamaican stream. It was a Gold Cup stream. So we're gonna continue this until the end. But today Jamaica is playing, so that's why we put Jamaica back in the title. 876. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right, so that's it for Haiti and Trinidad. I think it's the end for both of these teams, in my opinion. Kush, big up yourself. Massive respect. And guys, as you come in, make sure to hit the like button so we get the visibility out there. Let me aim for 250, so the video could start and push its way. All right, I will be doing the live stream tonight. I will set my stream a little bit later because I have to run out on the road instant after finishing this video. All right, so let me go to the standing now, people. Let me go to the standing and pull up the United States. The United States took on Saudi Arabia. It was slightly of a dull game in my opinion. Let me know what you guys made of this game. You had for United States starting freezing goal, Chris Richards, Tim Ream, Afston, and you have Freeman at the back. So similar backline that they started the last time. Berhalter and Luca De La Torre, Luna, Maglin, and Tillman with Agyemang as the starter right here. So similar are the identical starting lineup that they had the last time. All right, so this is how the metrics look on the day. 67% possession for United States, so they dominated possession. dominated possession, but only created 2 big chances and 5 shots over the entire 90 minutes. And I had to look at the game itself to see. And yes, it was 5 shots. You know, they passed the ear out of the football, to be honest, you know. 534 passes to 259 right there. Maybe it should have been closer to 1,000. Yeah, needed to pass the ball a little bit faster, in my opinion. All right, but they got the win on the day, so it puts them on 6 points as to what you guys are seeing here. They are at the top, and that should be enough for them to win the entire group. All right. Steven says yes, Trini was terrible. Yes, they should have won it with the 10 players that they're playing against. Yeah, and they never really upped the tempo at any point. Elric Cross, big up yourself, thanks for being here. The left back for TNT made unnecessary irrational tackle and almost cost the game by the miss PK by 80. Yes, it was bad. It was bad. And then we have Brian Burke, massive respect, my brother, thanks for being here. Only Spicer was on the ball. All right, Rasta Gale, big up yourself, thanks for being here. We have Dre Anyweather, big up yourself, thanks for being here. 1M Umbrella Sports, big up yourself, thanks for being here. All right, so this is how it's set. So let me know if you think that anyone will challenge the United States. I say, nah. This turns out to be a stellar group. Yes, Haiti will try their best against the United States, but I think they're going to continue missing chances, and United States will carve them up. I think you will see United States have more than 20 shots in this game. Haiti might have 10 shots, but United States will score 5 out of their 10. So I think United States might win that game 5-1 against Haiti. All right. Also, Dwight York is getting the lineup and formations wrong. I start to believe so, because some of the younger kids that's performing, they ain't looking at them. All right. So that was the actual post match, people. Let me know if you're rewatching the video and you believe that I've, put your input in the comment section, people. Let me move on now to the other group. So that's Jamaica group. All right, that's Jamaica group at this point. All right, Jamaica group, which should be group C. All right, so we have Jamaica should be the first game, but let me look at Guatemala, Panama. All right, Guatemala, Panama. They are saying Panama has almost a 2-1 favorites. 2-1 favorites. They are giving Panama. Let me know your thoughts, people, if you are agreeing with that Panama is a 2-1 favorites over Guatemala. For me, I think that it is much closer than that, because Guatemala actually keeps the ball very, very well, and based off them keeping the ball so well, I do believe that they are going to pose some problems to Panama, and this might be a close game and could easily be a draw. But the draw is kind of very high as well, 3.40. I could see a draw in this game easily. G-Mills, how you doing, man? Big up yourself. All right, in the house. Panama draw or win, Professional Pro Cup said. Yes, I think I'm looking at this game to be a draw, because what I saw, let me pull up the last time, people. I'm not just bringing it back to give you PTSD. I'm just doing my analytic detailing so I can give you some information on it. All right, so the last time They went with Areda, Pinto, Egan, Samenyo, Morales, Franco, Ramirez, Robles, Santis, Munoz, and Loam. All right, I think they're going to go for the same team because they are the main players in my opinion, and not just my opinion. The coach said it clearly. So when Jamaica had defeated them, it was a second string team they used in Jamaica. All right, I think that they're going to do this. What this gives them is the fluidity with the extra pace out wide, and also the control of the play. Santis is a very good orchestrator of the football, and he has good pace as well. All right, so what that does with the Munoz and Santis, they give you the outside option to push on. So that makes them have the possibility, the comfort to sit deeper, in my opinion. All right, so with that said, when Panama putting on pressure, they can sit deeper and pounce on them at a faster pace. Over the years, I think that they struggled to mix the speed with their technical ability. A lot of times they weren't as fast as what they are doing now. They are much more fluid and rapid now. So I think this Guatemala team is a tougher team than what people give them credit for. So it's going to be a very, very good game, and I would not be surprised if Guatemala pulls it off completely or draw the game, all right? Or draw the game, all right? So if you're rewatching, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Definitely, I would agree that Panama might have more tools to cause problems, because Panama does work the ball very well, and also they have the speed and the strength, all right? So they have the technical ability with speed and strength. So that means Panama could come off as the favorites, because you clearly saw that over certain patches, if you can move the ball faster and work it in the left and right channel, the inside channel, they do have little problems there. So Panama will try to exploit those places that Jamaica never really exploited on a continuous basis. They did exploit it 1 or 2 times in the entire game, but I think Panama will try their best to go at it at a longer period, at least 15 to 20 times in this game. So 10 times what Jamaica did. All right, so that means they should have more success. All right, that's what they are trying to look for. Are they going to get it? Let me know. All comes down to how fast these guys can trigger their counters so they can push off Panama. And if they could do so, Panama could find themselves in real trouble. Alright? Yes, in real trouble. So say big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Tina Dawson, I want to know if Aiden playing. No, I don't think Aiden will be playing. But what I would do, I will try and play the press conference, so they will give you all the updates as to who is back or whatever the situation is. But because we are talking about 2 different teams and not necessarily Jamaica, I will get to Jamaica time and then play it there. It's respectful that I go through every team equally, especially when they are the teams on the points, you know? Yes, because sometimes I think I kind of stay too long on Jamaica conversations when they weren't the actual better teams, you know. At least for now, if they could do better, then they could get into that conversation. All right, yes. So let me move over to the Jamaica convo now. What you guys want? Yes. So Jamaica will be squaring off with Guadeloupe. They said this one is a Omar, let me go through it. All right. Let me take some comments then. All right. So send your comments in so I can read them, and then I will go through the Jamaica one. All right. And let me cue up the press conference. Omar Henry said, Jamaica can't get out of this group. All right. So are you asking a question because you never put anything beside it, you know? You never put a full stop or you never put a question mark, so I don't know what you're telling me, all right? If you're asking me a question or you're telling me that this is how it is. All right. So let me get the press conference up. All right, let me see. All right, 22 minutes. I assumed that was the press conference. All right, so let me see. Let me check the one on YouTube, and then I will check the one. All right, so because maybe Concacaf has the press conference, and I don't want any strike on my channel. So 1 second, guys. 1 second. So Karai and Bobby is called what the 60-man list look like again. Alright. Alright, so let me go on this to see how long it is. Oh my god, man, the YouTube can kill it with commercial, man. 1 second, people. YouTube is pressuring me with commercials and I can't skip it as yet. Guys, as a coming, remember to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. All right. So let me get us up to 250 likes. All right. So 11 minutes for the press conference, and it's posted on YouTube on the JFF channel, so you can go there and check it out. I'm gonna just go through the press conference and you can hear what he has to say. All right, nothing less than a W. DS Electronic actually says, and we had Dre anyway that said it's 11 minutes. Okay, thank you very much for that. All right, let me see if they do have it in this thingy first before I do play it. All right, so yes, so I have it right here. Let me just play it right here, people, so I can avoid the actual ads. All right.
Not an ideal start to the tournament, obviously with the loss, but do you want to tell us about the mood in the camp and some of the factors in terms of how you select the team for tomorrow? I know you have a few more players available as well.
Yeah, we've very disappointed on against Guatemala. Not the ideal start. And we just said we have to win the next two, and the next one is tomorrow against Guadeloupe, so we need a reaction from the team, a reaction from everybody. The mood is, I think after the game, very disappointing, but the mood is lifted, and we're preparing for the game tomorrow, and hopefully better performance and result.
A question for Romain. It's been a quick rise for you in the national team called the Union Cup in England. And now in your first tournament, what are your first impressions of being in camp with Jamaica?
For me, obviously, it's a great experience. Playing, quality players who have been in Jamaica camp, players that I never thought I'd actually be able to play with. So it's been really good for me. And playing in London for the Union Cup, that was really great. And then playing in front of the fans in Jamaica, that was top two off.
Scoring on your debut, how did that feel?
Obviously, I was trying to want to score goals to be internationally, just to get even better.
Coach Dario Graham, JFF Live. Yeah, coming off the defeat, what are you now saying or doing to the team to get them refocused and Guadeloupe? Make sure that focus is there and don't think we're going to affect the last game.
That's always the challenge, and not just myself, the coaches. But the responsibility of the players also. We're very disappointed after the game. We said it was going to be a different game against Guatemala, and it certainly was. And this one also will be tomorrow, so we've got to be prepared, be ready, and make sure we have that mentality to give a reaction in performance. Get the performance, you'll get the result.
Romain, so obviously tomorrow, new game, a chance to redeem ourselves, yourselves. What is your thoughts as far as tomorrow's match and the remainder of the tournament? What is your personal goals? What are you trying to achieve going forward?
Obviously, as a team, we want to get to the next round. Personally, I just want to score goals. I just want to be useful for the team and do my bit.
Do you think you guys now playing almost 3 weeks together since London, BVI, Jamaica, and back here, that the chemistry is getting better? Do you see any growth from when you first started to where you are now?
Yeah, definitely. Even from when I first got in, I felt like it was like family, and I instantly kind of gelled and bonded with the team. And that's just built up ever since London. So.
And Bobby Reed rejoined the team a few days ago. What does that feel like for you, seeing him back in camp and willing to come out and be a reinforcement if needed?
It lifts the team, so having him back is really great, and obviously he said that we reinforced the team.
And last question, I was with you in London when you first saw Mikel Antonio when you asked to take a photo with him. Now that you actually get to share a pitch with him, how does that feel for you on a personal level?
It's really great. As a striker, playing next to him, and I'm always trying to take anything I can from his game. He gives a lot of tips, and it's the medium warner, so just being able to play with him, it's really a great experience.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Romain.
We have a couple of virtual questions. Jason Hall, go ahead.
Thanks, Simon. Jason Hall here, Jason Guna TV. First question for Coach. Coach, the midfield has always been a talking point. I think every time we speak, I mention the midfield, right? So I know we've had some additions come into the team. I just want to know your frame of mind currently with the players we have. How confident are you that the solutions are within the squad currently to kind of give us a better performance than what we saw in the first match?
Yeah, I think it's been a problem from the first day I came in. I think we identified Isaac Hayden as an important recruitment. We got that through in November, and you know, he's been kind of stable in there and stabilised our midfield. And you saw that in the Unity Cup. You saw that in the games. He missed BVI. We missed him in midfield. He played against Guatemala and played very well, and unfortunately, he has to go back. You know, I think long term, when we're looking at World Cup qualifiers, then yeah, as long as Isaac stays fit, we have that ideal person that glues the team together. When he's not, we're searching around a little bit for a solution, and at the moment we haven't found that ideal six, for me anyway, that can play that role. And people have done a great job. You know, Lati, fantastic. He comes in, he always does a job for us, and we've tried to help the team also with an inverted fullback, to give us a little bit more stability in there. And yeah, it is a conundrum, and one that we have to find a solution for. So it's not just what we have now, but it's we're building towards the World Cup qualifiers, and the 6 most important games in Jamaican history for a long, long time are coming up. So we've always got one mind on that in terms of recruitments again. But while we're here, we're trying to build and get cohesion with the younger players. And I think that's, for me, has been the one massive bonus of the Unity Cup. The World Cup qualifiers, and this tournament gives us a great opportunity to fill the squad with young players like Rahman. You know, we're getting Dwayne Atkinson in, Warner Brown. We're blooding youngsters. Kahim Dixon, Cephas is still a relative youngster, and it's great to see them blending in with the more experienced players. So when it comes to the World Cup qualifiers and the squad we have to pick, hopefully we have players that we didn't see before that we may include, and we've also got players that we're also trying to recruit, and everything is building towards them 6 games, and this tournament is an ideal opportunity to use our experience, bring the youngsters in, and you know, if you watch training, and many around, the competitiveness in training with the young players coming in, for me has been great to watch. The oldies, more experienced players haven't always had it their own way, and that's great that the competition is coming through from the young team. So we see that in the future, but we focus on the present and one game at a time, and that is the most important. In Guadeloupe tomorrow, that we get a reaction from the team. It's not about tactics, not about midfield. It's about a reaction, a mentality to bounce back, show resilience, and get a result.
Yes, and a question for Ramon. After you were picked for the Jamaican team, I'm going to be honest with you, Ramon, I wasn't following you as closely. And so I did some research and just watched how your career has been going and what you did, especially this season. And I noticed that around January, you hit a remarkable vein of consistency. And I was just wondering, you know, was it a specific moment, maybe with a coach, a game, a training? What kind of, you know, caused this sort of meteoric rise? I'd say, the start of the season, wasn't the greatest. I wasn't really playing. But for me, it was just staying ready for my chance and for a moment, and then I ended up getting that in January, so I wasn't like slacking off and not preparing right. So when the chance came, I was ready. I just stay consistent and keep scoring goals from chance the season.
Thank you, Jason. Wade Brown, go ahead.
We hear from Eric from Source. I was going to ask about the midfield, but Jason beat me to it, so coach, like you say, what are you expecting from Guadeloupe, and how important is it to qualify the win?
First and foremost, Guadeloupe are a good team, very physical, got 3 or 4 very talented players, individuals who can cause problems. We need to be disciplined, we need to be structured, we need individuals to step up and perform, and we need a reaction from them to get the result. So this is not going to be an easy game. There's no easy games, I know, but this is not going to be an easy game. You don't expect in the Gold Cup to do that in these tournaments, so we have to be strong, resilient, mentally strong, resilient, and make sure in both boxes we're good, and in between we make sure we put in the work that gets us the win.
All right, so people.
We'd like to thank Coach.
Top this. Yeah, I don't want to hear no more. Enough. All right, sorry about that, guys. That was the press conference. I heard a lot. I'm hoping that you guys remembered what was said, because I never tried to break it down. Throughout the period, I said let it play. So what I've heard early on, what I've noticed, they gave the first speaker a lot of questions. I had like 50 questions, and then 2 others spoke on it. So I don't know if it was only 2 persons there, aside from the next first person speaking. You guys made it let me know that it was a JFF representative. Well, that is very, very bad, that you have JFF representatives asking questions. It could come off like what you said, like you're trying to control a narrative and such, So if it's something that people can go, you open up and be as fair as possible, be as fair as possible. JD, who are the players on yellow cards? And we will do that. We will do that once the time comes. We're not rushing it. We're doing the press conference first, and as you saw, I'm trying to go at a format. So ask questions towards what took place, which is the press conference, and then I can answer. All right. So he talked on the competition for places, and people have to step up. How important Aiden is to Jamaica, and that they're trying to search to see if they could get someone else in his position as well. So once he's not there, someone else can fill in, which I think that was a good answer. That was a good answer. That was a good answer, because that is the only reality, Look, I'm glad that he never told me that he had a replacement for him already and tell me some fantasy story, because it seems like after that, it's all fantasy story. He talks about the young players them in the team and stuff, and I've noticed that he pretty much named some players that I don't know if it's just off the top of his brain, because I don't want to pressure him too much. Maybe it's just off the top of his brain, but I'm shocked. I'm shocked that the first persons off the top of his brain are not the ones that are the winners of things. Like we have Tyrese Campbell. He just won the best young player in his actual club. They just actually went up. So why is it we're not hearing more of that individual when we saw how talented he is? I don't understand. It's like every opportunity you get, you're not actually pushing the people that everybody expect you should be pushing. Maybe I'm reading into that too much, but it was sad to hear you telling me a bunch of players that I'm saying, let me hear about the next ones. Now, why it seems like you have to do things a certain way for people to like you, or that's a status quo, because I don't think the fans want to hear what you're saying, I honestly believe that, because what I've learned, and I think the coach have learned it as well. The diaspora is following the national team. So Give the people them some hope, man. All right? Because I saw the Club World Cup and JPL is not in the Club World Cup. No JPL teams. So that tells you that maybe it's not at the level that you heard or something. It's kind of sad still, but he's the coach. That's what I got from it. All right? Yes. And that's what I got from it. Maybe I'm reading into it. Demo says I'm reading into it too much. So it's okay. Others agreed with me. But Demo, I expect Demo to disagree with me, and maybe Dockland and that team, that specific team, because there's a team of them, He mentioned how good Campbell is before, though. Okay. Big up yourself, Sean Nice. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. JD, why all the Caribbean teams always... 1 second. You thinking too deep. That's why I said maybe I'm thinking too deep. But because he did it so much times, I'm saying, what happened? Like, are you scouting these players? Like, we know these players? Because I think maybe if you're talking about them so much, I would be seeing them more on the field. That's all I'm saying. If he talks about them a little bit more, maybe it would be forced on the field, because they are not on the field, because you're not talking about them. You understand me? That's what I'm saying. Anderson won it, won the promotion. You weren't talking about him, so that's why maybe you never picked him. You understand me? You're telling me about other local players, which makes no logical sense. So maybe I'm not reading into it so much, because it's exactly what he's saying. That's what he's doing. So maybe I need to put this out there so you could see it and talk about them a lot more, so it's in your brain, because maybe he's getting older, Maybe he's getting older, so sometimes it's just what is in front of him he kind of paid attention to, So you've never heard him speak of Campbell in the interview before. Dima J, I just said what I said right there, and I'm going through all of the segments. I just gave him credit on one, and I never heard you said anything about when I've given him credit, but you wanted to attack that. I know that you're the security guard for the cult, all right, the cult. All right, yes, you and what's his name, the one that always cursed me out. Yes. All right, so that's what I heard, and then he talked about the plan for tomorrow. No, me and Dima always be fighting. He's gonna always be who he is, and I respect it, because I want people to challenge me. I just want Dima not to be in a cult and challenge everybody. Anyone can tell me why Romario Williams in the team? Okay, I don't know about that. Well, and then he spoke on the match will be let me give you right here, because I had the squad up here, which is the Guadeloupe squad. I wanted to go through it. So I'm hold on. I'm not gonna. You have to wait until you get the time for the match, or someone else tell him for the time, because I have to be shaking up my systems every time to get individual solutions. All right, yes, and I need this to stay, so hope you understand, big boss. JD, you're on to it. I fully agree. The omission we concerning. Big up yourself, Sean, and the Africans in the house. Good morning, Energy 876. My expectations are low today. Not going to let them set me up again. Well, that's all right. But turn up, and let turn up that if they do get a win, then you could say that you are here, because they're gonna say you only turn up when we are winning. Yes. All right, so let me continue. When he talked about they have 3 danger players, I would say that they have more than 5 danger players. All right, but maybe he's only looking at the speed and the wingers, because that's what he likes. He likes about how fast Jamaicans are. So I think he identified only the fast players. So you saw Phaeton here. Phaeton did play against Jamaica the last time, and he was pretty much the best player on the pitch. We won the game 2-1, and he was the best player on the pitch. That was in 2021, right? But at the same time, they never had so much more pieces. So it's a completely different team we are facing now. You had Liam Bailey in that game. You had Andre Blake in that game. You had just a few persons because you had Alvas Powell in that game, and he's not here anymore. So both teams have changed. Both teams have changed completely. All right. Yes. Now Phaeton has a lot of help because now you saw Ambrose upstairs right here. Let me put it in to show you. He was a individual coming from Manchester City. I think back in the days. Let me see if he was there. Yes, he was. Yes, he was from Manchester City U21. I remember him good, man. Yeah. So July 2017 from Manchester City, he signed for NAC Breda in Netherlands and went to Lens, Metz, Ostende, and Kortrijk now. All right. So in Belgium he is. So he flipped between Netherlands and Belgium. All right. But he came through the Manchester City academy. All right. Yes. Let me pull this back up for you. 1 second. Yes, I had to just show you. So he has good strength. He's a physical individual. Physical, fast, strong, technical ability, extremely good because obviously he's coming from Manchester City. So, and for the Concacaf region, his technical ability will definitely show. All right. So I think that our backline will have a good test because he is fast and strong. All right. I've yet to see we faced up one of those individuals. Talu from Nigeria was fast and strong like him. All right. Fast and strong like him. But Talu is way bigger than him. But he might be faster than Talu as well, but he's still physical. So he's a chunky. No, I can't say chunky because they're gonna say why. All right, so he's a physical individual and with good speed. So he's one to look out for right there. We just talked about Phaeton, so we don't have to go back to Phaeton so much. All right. So let me. And then we had Phaeton here, which we talked about him. Every World Cup, Phaeton kept turning up. He's like Mr. Guadeloupe. He turns up for every Guadeloupe game, and he's one of the best player for Guadeloupe, maybe in their history. Because from 2021 here, guys, we have been watching this kid from 2021 here, and he just keeps on. Every tournament, he plays good. Every tournament, this guy plays good. I really like him, and I don't think he's not going to play good tomorrow. I don't even think Jamaica can stop him from playing good. You know those players, he's a cult hero. He plays good every game. So I just expect him to play good tomorrow as well, you know? Yeah, because he played good against Jamaica the last time. You get me? And he's playing good against Panama, and he's going to play good again. You know, he's just like that cult hero that he believes that he needs to turn up for the country more than maybe even how he turns up for his club. So he's definitely a piece, Phaeton. So look out for him, Phaeton. So Phaeton is a good player. So look out for him. He's going to cause problems. Plumbin, also a skilled individual. He's a skilled individual, very, very skilled individual. I think out of all of them, he's the most technical one, in my opinion. He scored a goal the last Gold Cup. Yes, he is mad skilled. All right, mad skilled. So he's gonna be over the left hand side. So that means we have to look out for Bell. Why Bell always get the tough side? You know, and then people beat Bell that he's not playing well when he's always marking some of the more crafty players, you know. Yes, so sometimes we have to put these things in it as well, because he's a crafty player. All right, yes, and I expect to see him trying to be the retainer of the ball. So like how we have Liam Bailey and Damara Gray, and Damara is the retainer and Liam Bailey is a speedster. I would think that Plumian will be the retainer and Phaeton will be the speedster. All right, yes. Labarne is also a fast player as well, fast and very good player. All right, I'm surprised that he says only 3. All right, yes. So look out for him. I think the whole front four, they are fluid. They can play any position. Any one of the 3 3 positions. So I think maybe the scout need to be a little bit more on point. Yes, because I think they're going to be rotating a lot. But Plumbin might stay on his side a lot more than the other 3. All right? Yes. They're very good players. Very good players. They went up against Panama, so it's a good game to watch. All right? Yes. They had chances. They could have came back 4-3 on Panama, but missed the keeper saved it. You know, it's a good shot. You know, yes. So good player, all right, and I expect them to have similar starting 11. As you saw, none of them had cards, all right. So all of them should be available to play. So I think they're gonna go for the same lineup as well. All right. So let me move on to Jamaica now. Jamaica, all right. This video will only be maybe 2 hours or so. I will try and give you guys an opportunity to call in. Yes. All right. So let me go for Jamaica now, and then I will try input my changes and whatever situation for Jamaica. All right, yeah, so let me go for Jamaica old game, which is Guatemala, and this was the start in 11. All right, let me take a little time, guys. We have 200 people in the house. Massive respect, thanks for being here. How much likes we are on? Have we passed 100? Let me get it up to 200 people, and give me some takes on the players as well. If you're watching them, you can't just rely on me alone to watch every player and bring it to your people. So any player you're impressed with, let me know. All right. 74 likes. All right. Let me see, because we are on for almost an hour, and 74 with so much people being here would be a little bit on a low side, but I kind of knew that it was more than 74. But the problem is, Nunes, when you came on and hit the like button, it freezes it. That's what YouTube does. All right. Most of the time, Bell plays will. Oh no, but don't bother with it. I had to point it out to say that Bell is always having some tough players. All right. So 103 guys. We need a 100 and around 40 more likes, but we have a long time to go. All right. So what we had in the last game, we are going to go through the lineup. We had Andre Blake in goal. Thought that he was exceptional. Without him, I think Jamaica would have gotten more goals scored than them. To be honest, we have to be fair. I know you guys were talking about it's a routine save, the one that he fingertipped around outside, because sometimes keepers touches the ball and the ball comes back in bound. That was a very good save. Yeah, thank you, Hendrix. Thank you, everyone that's hitting the like button. Massive respect for the continuous support on the platform, and that's why we keep on raising the bar every single time. All right, so Blake keeps his spot. All right, because remember, I am talking about the opposition, and certain things are situational. So I think I'm gonna go through my lineup that way. All right, so Blake in goal for me. 100%. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree on Blake. I think at this point we don't have anyone else. Easy save for the GOAT. I said maybe it's an easy save for him, Demo, but it's not an easy save in football. All right. Yes, it was a good save and a big save as well. All right. It was a big save. So shoot, and Demo says Blake goes straight back in goal. I think Blake goes straight back in goal. I think at this point we don't have the next player to topple Blake out of this goal. At this point, I think I only saw one goalkeeper in and around Jamaica's team to replace Blake. One, and it's a big tall player. That's playing in League One. He's one of the best I've seen as a goalkeeper coming in. And I heard that he doesn't have his paper, so it's hard for me to say nobody's there close to Blake. So Blake starts. All right. Elric Cross said, JD saw John Bell playing against Atletico Madrid, and he looks good. Yes. You saw my boy play for Inter Miami. He looks good as well. Jamaica has a lot of good players that could play for them, but for some reason we have to kind of balance the book. So you have to get some players in, and when they're out, you get some more players. You think Blake keep his spot? Of course. So you never watch the match. We are going through everything. Dirty Harry, it's not everybody watch every matches, so I have to go through it individually. All right, and maybe the people never watched my video yet 2 days ago and heard what I said about Blake, so maybe they are watching this video. So just relax yourself, no man. All right. So if he had his paper, you wanted him to replace? No, I'm saying he's the closest one I saw to Blake. The closest one. Everyone else we have ain't close to him, you know? Ain't close to him. Blake is showcasing that he's aging like fine wine, you know? I know that. No. Blake is aging good, people. No, I have to make sure I fix the words them that I do say in the people. Blake is aging well. In the goalkeeping department, people. Goalkeeping department. Blake is doing well. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I always set up myself, you know. He's doing well, people. You know, I was talking about only football, but you have some little dirty mind people. Not the silent viewers. It's just the dirty mind people, them. I knew it, you know. I knew it. Oh my God. Let me move on, people. Forgot I said that, people. Just let me talk football. Forgot I said that. I said the wrong word. I said the wrong word. Move on now, people. Ethan Pinnock. I thought that Ethan Pinnock recovery looks a little bit sluggish, but he wasn't really playing much for Brentford in the latter stages of the Premier League, you know. Yes. Uncut says, JD, we balance in a book. Yes. All right. People, I am giving the man credit, and you guys focusing on what I've said, you know. I never meant it that way. All right. I am not going to read that out, you know. Locke's life is so funny, you know. I'm not going to read what they wrote, you know, all right? Because I realize you guys set me up. So once I read the comment first, I'm going to process it before I even do put it out. Because I realize that you guys are set up. All right, so Pinnock, I think Pinnock gets back his spot. All right, because even though he looks a little bit rusty, still believe that his passes, let me go through it so you guys could see it. Still believe that he was himself, as in the defensive contribution. So he had 6 clearances, 1 block shot, 2 interceptions, and 1 tackle. So his defensive output was the Ethan Pinnock style. All right, the clearances are on par of Ethan Pinnock style. Dribble pass, he had a 0, so that is very good. So even though he looks a little bit sluggish, because he's not playing so often, he's still, I thought that he was still one of the better players on the actual field. Ground duels 1 of 1, and aerial duels 5 of 5. 100%. 100%. He did lost the ball 10 times. That is a lot for him. And that is sometimes the passes as well. Touches, he had 95 touches, and he completed 72 of 80 passes, which he tried some long passes, and they were very good on the night. All right, he had 8 of 14 long passes, way over, not way over 15, but over 50%. Yes. So that is very good right there. And shot off target, which was the one that I was cursing off someone about. Yes, so that one, and one big missed on the night right there. So Ethan Pinnock deserves back his game, because the reason why I would say he deserves back the game. Let me know if you guys agree with me or you disagree. It's okay to disagree. Let me know. I think you will need someone for plumbing to, like a thinking centre back, like he's the one that orchestrates the back line. And I think Ethan Pinnock have really cemented that he's the one that dictate things around the back. You know, sometimes it could get bad when you have rogue agents around there with him, and they're doing things of their own, so they can't keep the shape as best as possible. But I think that Ethan Pinnock gets his position. I like that stats, but eye test showed me Pinnock is about 30%. Okay, well, yeah, I said that he looks a little bit sluggish because he wasn't playing so much, so I could agree with you right there. But even though it's 30%, he was still maybe the best defender on the entire pitch. And clearly the statistics them showing that he was 100% in all of his duels. You know, so that is just Ethan Pinnock. But because maybe we set such high standard of him, he needs to have 100% in his defensive duels. 100%, you know. Then still go out and score the goal as well. But that's how it is still. When you're big, you know. He needs to wake up though. All right. So they need more from Ethan. Oh my God. All right. No problem. I will save it for the part that people explains, because I want to ask you how much more he really could have given. Aside from maybe he needs to be a little bit more match sharp. Let me know, because the numbers showing that he was pretty much perfect on the defensive coverages. So what more you would want from him right there? So Pinnock in. Bell, people, Bell, Amari Bell. Does he get back the start, or you go for Greg Lee? Let me know. Or you go for Greg Lee. Obviously, Amari Bell started majority of these games on the left hand side. I thought that he was decent as well. He looked like he dropped a step for a while now, and he picks it up again. All right, so a technical player. I want to say that I like Greg Lane, but I would say that because the reason why I wanted the Bell to go back in is solely because he looks like he lost a step. But once I saw him getting more game time, I do believe that he's looking up to speed. So maybe Bell has to start again based on him looking good. But if he has any challenges with those wide players, I think you have to just pull him off whenever you can and put Greg Lee on, because I think Greg Lee recover pace, because Greg Lee is faster than Bell, in my opinion. Big up yourself, Danny J. Big up everyone that is coming in. Please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe. So Bell did 2 clearances, 1 block shot, 2 tackles, and 1 error led to a shot. All right, 1 error led to a shot. No Bell, Lay. All right, so Bell out. So Bell out for you guys. You're saying Bell out, all right? But maybe with Guadeloupe winger, late. That's what I'm asking you. If you want to go, because Phaeton might switch sides. He might. But Plumbing merely stay over the right hand side, so Phaeton will go into attacking midfielder and striker and use the triangle rather than going over the next hand side. Coach, you're listening? Because I don't want to see these mistakes and then you and your analyst not seeing these things, you know. So Phaeton go into a triangle motion and not necessarily over the right hand side. He can play over the right hand side. He's very good over there as well. But I think based on Plumbing, he stays over that side a lot more. All right. So the people I'm saying that Bell should be out. All right, so Bell, you would want Lay to chop back more. All right, fair enough, because Lay has a good engine on him. You have to tell him that he should not bomb forward so much and at least read the game before you rush and take more risk, you know, so they could get in behind you. Because I'm telling you, people, if they get in behind, it's 1-on-1 with the keeper. Because Damian Lowe is fast, but I don't think Damian Lowe catching back those wingers. I think they're fast too, people. You know, it's like when we played Guatemala 2 years ago, when Damian Lowe, Rubin passed him and he fly to recover from Rubin. All right, if you haven't watched that game, go back and look at that action. I think if Phaeton and those guys, Ambrose, goes in front of him, I don't think Damian Lowe catches them back. Because they have the physical strength and they have the physical speed as well, you know. So I don't want them to get in behind. I rather keep them in front of us, you know. I rather keep them in front of us more than in behind. So they said this is the first change people asking for. They are saying that they want Greg Lee in. They want Greg Lee to get a chance. Richard King played 45 minutes. 45 minutes. We don't know if it's based on his performance or a injury, because he did came off with a niggle the last time. So what say you guys? In the 45 minutes, he had 1 tackle, 4 of 4 ground duels, which is good. All right, because most of the times we say that he's not the best defender. 7 times last possession. Obviously, that includes passing, as what we had said, people, for Ethan Pinnock. So it stayed the same for King. 49 touches overall, and he completed 38 of 44 passes, which is 86. Still good. 1 key pass out of that time, and long balls accuracy was 4 out of 7, still good as well. And dribbles attempted 3 of 3 successful, so that is very good on his dribbles. But at the same time, out of 2 of those dribbles, it created 2 errors for Jamaica, 2 big errors for Jamaica. The one that he skipped past 2 players, and then he gave it back to Santis, and they started a counter, and it was broken up by the Guatemalan player. Literally found himself offside when he never needed to, because they had the numbers on Jamaica. So that was an error from King right there. And the next one was the one that he ran in, beat one player, and then passed the ball. So he's passing the players, but he's just passing the ball to the opponent. So I don't know if he ran out of energy. So when he passes the player, something went wrong, something went wrong right there. Something went wrong. So we like what he's doing with the running into midfield. I like that. But he just has to keep his concentration. And both him and Low has that problem. But Low did it in midfield, He did it in midfield, so we can't blame Low because it's in a different position. But coming from centre back, I think you have to deal with that much better. All right. So I don't know. So what say you guys? King should start back again in the centre back position, because remember, I think that we are going to put Low back in. Low is in contention to start as a centre back, man. All right. I think the experiment as a defensive central. JD, just say King can't play. We get it. No, I never said that. I'm breaking down. It's like I broke down everybody. I'm breaking down. It's like I broke down everybody. All right. So if you guys want King to start, let me know. If you think a King should be replaced, let me know, because you heard that Low has some problems as well. Like he rupture something, or that's what I heard. I don't know how. If any one of his Low camp, let me know what state Low is in. But if he, let me know. All right. I am not sure. That he's injured. All right. Because Low recovers like Superman. All right. So maybe you just saw him being available instant. Or if Low injured, then it's King. Okay, so you're saying first preference, it's Low in that position. But if not, it's King. Okay, I got you. ELJD, Corba, how are you doing, man? Massive respect. Alright, so that one is an asterisk right there with King. King starts if Low is injured. That's what they said. And let me continue, because now we're going to look at something else. Latibodier. So Latibodier, let me just talk about Latibodier and Dexter in one. Latibodier did play as a right back at the start, but he also moves into the defensive central role. So he did play 2 different roles on the day. 90 minutes, he had 1 clearance, 5 tackles and 2 interceptions. Jesus God, this dude is something else, man. But also he had a poor pass as well. I could have remembered. Ground duels 8 of 10. Oh my God. Yo, Latibodier people, we ain't talking about him like how we should be giving him credit, Aerial duels 2 of 3. Lost the ball 12 times, but you have to remember, he did lost the ball in the defensive midfield, but not as much as the right back position. All right, committed 1 foul and was fouled 3 times. 75 touches, accuracy 48 of 58, 83% right there, and long ball 4 of 6. This man he's having some very good games for Jamaica, and we're not giving him his flowers, I think this guy is. I think he's one of Jamaica's best players, and we seems to not give him his flowers. Lati is the back pass boss. No, he's one of Jamaica's best players. Sometimes we need to pass the ball back rather than giving the ball away, Dockland, because it doesn't make no sense we push it forward and we're not doing anything. Yes, so. The man don't need flowers. Okay, all right, all right. So Lati starts wherever they want to play him. If it's right back, he starts. But I would say that at this point, what we saw from him, he goes in defensive central. He doesn't even. It's not even a conversation. He goes in defensive central. All right. And then now for the right back position, big up yourself. He goes in. All right. He goes in defensive central position, and then now we move Dexter out at that position at this point. So Dexter gets back his spot because Dexter never looked bad when he came on. So Dexter gets back his spot. Are you guys not giving Dexter the position? Let me know. Dexter played 45 minutes, 1 clearance as you saw right here, and ground duels 3 of 3, aerial duels 1 of 1, so 100%. Possession lost once and was fouled once. All right, so I think that Dexter looks completely better than what we saw in the Unity Cup. All right, it looks completely better. All right. All right, so everyone, all right, so I think we're getting the team. We're getting the team as it goes, people. We're getting the team as it goes. I know we're gonna have challenges. So far we have King. If we don't have Damian Lowe, we have Pinnock in. They said that we should change Bell for Greg Lay. So that's one change right there. One to possible 2. Blake gets his position. Dexter gets this position, and then Lati goes in defensive central. Then we have Damara Gray played 66 minutes in the game, 22 touches, completed 7 of 9, which is 78. 4 key passes in the game, good. 2 of 3 crosses connected. Long balls, one he tried and that was not successful. And then he had 2 shots off target and 2 shots blocked. So 4 shots in total he had in the game. All right. Ground duels 1 of 2. Aerial duels 2 of 2. All right. And then possession lost is 7 and was fouled once with the interception 1. All right. No. We passed that. We passed that. Gray is in the midfield, so we're just working him as a midfielder. All right, we're just working him as a midfielder. We're gonna get to Damian Lowe. Don't worry, sir. We're gonna get. We did Damian Lowe already. But if you want me to do Damian Lowe again, we could do Damian Lowe again. All right. Yes. So Gray, what say you guys? He tried one unsuccessful ground ball. Yes, that's long pass. JD, it should be Gray or Cephas, not both. I had said that. But people said I'm bad-minded. You understand? So I can't understand. After the game now, you guys are saying the same thing, and I don't get my credit for it because I said it before. We played the game, but I don't get my credit. All right. All right, so Gray ain't a 10. And no, I agree with him, Omar, because I had said it before. I'm just saying I need my credit. I need my good credit, all right? Yeah, so Damara Gray, push him out, all right? So Damara Gray, push him out. You guys said you will use Casey Palmer. We have Anderson in. So would you guys consider putting Anderson in for more stability and then maybe use John Russell to go forward because Casey Palmer and John Russell would want to go forward majority of the times? Let me know. What say you guys, all right? So, no, we never said Gray starts as yet, but maybe the position. So, I think it's going to come down to Gray and Cephas. Yes, I think so. That's what they're trying to do right here. So, Gray gets pushed out, and then maybe Casey Palmer comes in, according to the chat right there. Then now, John Russell keeps his position. For you guys, let me know. John Russell keeps his position. Anderson should start. Been really good. Yeah, I think people should look at that as well because Anderson could be the more sitter player with a Latibodier because Latibodier will be the natural defender, centre back, and you would want someone there that is comfortable on the ball to carry it forward and also could tackle. And I think that Anderson tackles better than both Russell and Palmer, in my opinion, still. So maybe that's something that they could try out as well. But if people want to stay with the two, I have no problem. And people will ask the tough question: if he's that good as what we are saying, how can he be left out? How could he be left out in the first place? Tough question to ask. How could he be left out in the first place? So, alright, so they're saying Casey Palmer first. Casey Palmer, Latibodier, and Russell in midfield. Alright? Casey Palmer, Russell, and Latibodier in midfield. Alright, so we're going to go with a 3, and you have reinforcement in Anderson in the middle of the park. Alright? Why Anderson wasn't in the squad as Aiden backup, I don't know. Then going forward, big up yourself, David J as well. Massive respect as well. Alright, so the front three going forward, guys. Xavier and Byfield, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here. Russell looked out of sorts. I don't know what happened to him. I think it was just a game, you know. I never said Anderson was a 6. I never said that. He can play 6, he can play 8, 10, and also wing. Alright? But I never said his primary position was A6. I never said anything like that. Alright? I never said anything like that. I said he can be beside Latibodier. Because you can have 2 persons in a deeper position, and one is a 8, and also a 6 is there as well. Alright? So someone said he could be the backup for Aiden because he can play the position, but it's not his primary position, and it's a backup. So that means your primary player could be playing the 70 minutes, and then you could come and see it out if he has problems. And also I was talking about a double inverted diamond style, where in which I would use the 2 lower base and he will play as a 8 position. So the box to box role. Alright, I was clear in my statement. So you're fighting with commenters, not me, blood. Alright, yes. Alright, so up front where we have the big problem. Ooh! Wait, Palmer suspended for the push on the cameraman. I don't know nothing about that. Alright. I saw people disrespecting him. And I saw let me read this. Someone sent it to me. Let me read this because I'm gonna stay on football, people. But I'm just gonna read this for a minute and show you that the xenophobia don't really, and a lot of these people. Alright, so let me get I had 1 second. I had a clip here. 1 second, let me see. Lovell Palmer was the individual. Lovell Palmer was the individual. This is what he wrote. Because the clip was played on Fox Soccer. So he's making sure that Fox Soccer and everyone in the United States know that in Jamaica, we don't like the foreigners them. And that are at least in the football fraternity. Alright, so he wrote, at Fox Soccer, my apologies, he's not Jamaican. Just a reject from England, the federation picked up. That's what he wrote. And someone right below it made sure to make him know that, and you are a bitter, hateful, below average ex-Jamaican player, probably a failure in life. Go to your room. Our country is Jamaica better off without you. Yes. So I want you to understand that when we are out here cursing out and saying that they are xenophobic, some of these people pretend well, but most of them, this is how they think. They think that the players them are coming to stop people food. I never said I agree with what Casey Palmer did. All right. I never said I completely disagree with Casey Palmer what he did. I completely I disagree with him. But there should not be a there should not be a ex-player talking like this against any current player for the national team. You know? Yes. He played a lot of games for Jamaica, don't. So, he's an ex-Jamaican player. You know? Yes, but it's tough. It just shows you that it's not everyone on the wagon of we using these people going forward. You understand me? Truth said I agree with Casey Palmer. Well, if people disagree or agree with him, the approach shouldn't be like this. The approach shouldn't be like this. You understand me? Yes. I was trying to look for the comment so I could comment under it as well. Because I had a disrespect for him. You understand me? Yes. Well, stop conflate your personal bias then, JD. Palmer, wrong, full stop. Well, Papine Boss, it still tells you that you have a lot of xenophobic people inside Jamaica. Whether or not you like it, or yes. So I gave my point, but I made sure to call it out and tell the truth right there. So if you don't like it, it's okay. Alright, yes. So who them want use, they want to use whosoever they want to use. Let me get back to it, but I wanted to make sure I highlight it, give you my point, and it said I did not agree with what Casey Palmer did. That's my take. You understand me? But at the same time, the approach should be measured if you are a ex-player, you know? Yes. JD, what's your thought on the recent track star switching? I think as what I've said, we have to evolve as people. I saw people disrespecting them. This is not a track and field channel. This was just a football channel, but I'm going to spare 2 minutes on it. And we have to evolve as people. Big up yourself, Sean Base. Thanks for being here. We have to evolve as people. I think what happened there is something that I was explaining over my Suriname video to a commenter that says, because I said my experience in Jamaica is not like you. Alright, so if you said that this is what you want, I don't want the same as yourself. He said I'm not patriotic based off what I'm saying. I said no, my experience and what is good for my family, I'm going to choose that. You understand me? So if these people, if you're getting treated bad in a country, if you're treating bad in a country, and you feel like you can go somewhere else, that doesn't mean you hate the next country that you're from. It just means you're doing the best for your family. And based on what I've heard, one of these what I know, one of them already won a gold medal for Jamaica. So he did what he had to do for Jamaica, you know? He did what he has to do for Jamaica. You understand me? So he won a gold medal for Jamaica already. So let him go and live his life. If he's getting the bag at this point and you're not treating the players them good, the athletes good, they should be people. We should stop this. I think Jamaica culture, as what I've said for years now. So, Papi and Boss, I'm saying this for 5-6 years on YouTube. I think Jamaica culture is one of the most pure pressured cultures in the world. All right? Is one of the most pure pressured culture. And we have to get up to reality. People don't bind to Jamaica. Jamaica don't own its people. Or own anybody, just like United States don't own anybody and Mexico don't own anybody. So you know, if a man decides that he's going to go somewhere else, he has to do what he wants to do. It's his family, you know, it's his family, and he's getting something to go and represent somewhere else. You go and do it. I have no problem, you know. I have no problem for him to choose where he wants to go and represent. You know, he won something for Jamaica already. You know, so let him go. You guys are not treating the people well. It's like you're operating in a manner of modern slavery. So you want to not treat them good and want to force them to represent Jamaica. I am not in agreement with that. None at all. You know? None at all. You get me? Go, athletes, go about your business and do your best. All right, take care of your family. If you can help some kids back in Jamaica with the money that you're having. With the money that you're getting. Fear. All right, make sure nobody treats the younger kids growing up bad. So you make sure you use some of the money that you have and develop some agencies to take care of the athletes better, so you don't have the problems like that in the future. That's what I would say. Just use that money, some of your money, and try and improve the same situation that you found yourself in. All right, that's my take. All right, someone said that they have a different take on it. All right, JD, the athletes have their family to take care of. Yes. Christopher said, I have a different perspective, JD, but I received your perspective as well. Yeah, man, I have no problem. If people disagree with it, I have no problem, you know. You think Turkey would take him if he didn't do well for Jamaica? He did well. He trained himself. And I have this, look, when you guys talk about Usain Bolt does his individual meets that he's representing himself. All right? He trains himself. Yeah, all right? I'm sure that all of these guys have their personal trainers that Jamaica ain't paying for. You understand me? So what I can receive your perspective as well, you know. But you can't just force it down to go back to the mentality of bullying people. You can disagree with him, you know. It's okay. All right. Merlin Atty switched. Yeah, but Merlin Atty switches when she was older. So a lot of people okay with that because they never really wanted Merlin Atty at the time. You understand me? So that's different. So it's okay when you're older and nobody wants you. You get me? It's okay when you're older and nobody wants you to switch. But once you're younger and you're good, you have to give everything to Jamaica. No, blood. And they're not treating you good. Because if they were treating him good, I would have a different perspective on it. You understand me? So that's the problem, because I kept hearing these people complaining how bad they're being treated. You get me? Okay, so no, JD, the dude, but it's not one. It's a lot, you know. It's a lot. It's a lot of them, not just one. I heard like it's up to 3 of them. Not all of them went to USA and couldn't make United States. It's just one. It's just one of them. If he didn't do well for JA, Turkey wouldn't take him. All right. So teachers and nurses leave Jamaica for a better life. Other Jamaicans also leave. All right, it looks. All right, fair enough. Okay, the field athletes didn't get no love from Olympics in Jamaica. All right. No, but I heard Asafa Powell saying that they are being treated bad in the country. So is he lying? Are you saying Powell is lying? Let me know. Are you saying that Powell is lying? Let me know. And guys, we have to get back to the football, but we wanted to make sure we put some lights on it so you guys can tell me how you look at it. But I explained to you why I've thought about it that way. You know? Yeah, and I came to the conclusion right here. Yeah. But for me, I think we have to evolve as individuals. And if a man can't play, don't want to play, all right, thanks. They're sending me updates. All right. I think that people have the choice to choose where they want. Yes. Danny Dredd said Jamaica only care about gold medals, not the welfare for the athletes. So Danny Dredd is actually. So yeah, people. This is split because you are Poppy Boss and Truth or Truth. They are kind of on the opposite side, and everyone else on this side are saying that the guys, them should do whatever they want. All right. So if you're rewatching, people, please let me know your stance on it. All right, because for me, from my experience, I think that we like to pull the pure pressure plug on people. All right, and I think we are in a time that people should have much more leniency to do whatever they want to do. All right, Asafa is money, and again money, and again, no one will come to Jamaica and take up a person that don't win for Jamaica. But Asafa Powell did well for himself as well. That has nothing to do with Jamaica. All right, he has meets that he ran, and he never ran as a Jamaican representative. He ran as a one of the club's athletes. You know how much money he won by running outside Jamaica, or outside of Jamaica's normal events. Nah, man, Asafa Powell run a like 1,000 races, you know, man. That man run races. You leave for opportunity, and how did you concluded that they were not being treated well? No, 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 no. I never said I know directly. It was Asafa Powell. JD, what Jamaicans doesn't believe Jamaica treat them worse? Jamaicans are victims who like to complain, but never will make any sacrifice to change the system. So, Papin Boss, you agree with what I've just said? If they are going to leave, then put something in place to help the others that you think are being treated bad. That's what I said. I would like him to go, but use some of the money to put in place like agencies for the players, for the athletes, so they can be checked, you know. JD, people, I don't know everything, you know. I made sure to just talk on the surface, you know, and then give you my advice, or I would have approached it. You understand me? All right, Chevan Given said, good take. That's what I said at first. Let him go, and then when you have people in the country to assess things and how people being treated, then now Papin Boss or nobody can be saying, oh, that guy was not treated, he's lying, because you have people, you have the agencies that in Jamaica for that. America has it, but I've not heard that Jamaica have any player program that goes in and assess the situation. Because maybe if you have agencies like that in Jamaica for the athletes directly, you might not be giving the athletes so much of a beating, you know. JD, Chuck gets biggest love in Jamaica. When they perform poorly, just like any fan, the fan base let them know. Okay. All right. So, people, that looks like a big topic. I am not so much versed on it. I just gave a surface level reasoning, and also give my experience of Jamaica to explain to you why I've come to that conclusion. All right? Yes. All athletes say the same thing. That's what I know, Danny Dread. All athletes says the same thing. So it's shocking that people backing the other side, you know? Because all athletes says the same thing. All right, so let me move on to finalize the football side. All right, JD, no matter what J3A does, how could we match 500,000 signing fee? Well, yes, let me get back to the football. It's a lot of money, people. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money these guys are getting, people. All right, yes, I don't know. All right, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry if I offended people by my take, but I just tried to give a reasonable take on it and say maybe the money, he could have used it to solve some of the problems. All right, Sir JD, can we get back? Yes, I'm trying to get back to football. People, I'm begging. We gave it 10, 15 minutes. All right. The guys them crying that we need to get back to the football. All right, so let me get back to the football, people. We were at the front three. Front three we are at now. So Cephas, we already took out Damara Gray. All right. We already took out Damara Gray. Right. We already took out Damara Gray. Out of the midfield. So now it's Cephas, Damara Gray, Campbell. No, we are reasoning out things to see if we can come to a solid 11. All right, Sian, I will link you right after this, yeah? Just because I'm live. Guys, please do it, like, want to share and subscribe because it helps with the visibility. Let me get up to 250 likes on the video, all right? So with Cephas and Damara Gray, Tyrese Campbell fighting for the same position, what would you guys do at this point? All right. Cephas need to learn more about tactics. That's what Umza said. I thought that he made good tackles. He fought the last time. His biggest supporter, Cranky, said that he never played good. I slightly disagreed with Cranky. I thought that he helped out on the defensive end a lot. Maybe yes, that might be accurate. That it's when they were under his skin. That's when he reacted. But and he needs to be more upfront and direct. That could be true. But I thought that I got something solid from him on the defensive end. But on the forward end, just like most of the others, it weren't as clean, you know. So, what say you guys? Alright, start Gray and make Cephas come on the 65th minute. So, Gray should start. Alright, start Gray on the left, Cephas on the bench. Alright, so everyone's saying Gray on the left. Alright. So Gray on the left. So Cephas will go on the bench. If you are rewatching, please let me know your thoughts on the Cephas Damara Gray at this point. Make sure you get some information and not just the sensationalism. Because for me, I honestly go off what I saw. I like his defensive output. The last time, his forward style. You have to take what comes with it. If he can't get past the back line, it looks like he needs much more repetition in order to mix this game. But at this point, he's just one-dimensional. We have to be honest, you know. But he has, you know, he's showcasing that he's trying defensive as well. But going forward, he's limited for me, you know. But you can put him in situational situations. All right, yes. Sit Bailey as well. Oh my God. So when we're finished, we're chopping up the entire team. Oh my God. All right, so they said Damara Gray goes in. Travis, I saw your whole list. I will read it after. All right. Yes, Palmer is in the camp. So Christopher Wisdom, I heard you guys. Both Gray and Cephas should not start. But when I said it, you guys were killing me. And I said it weeks before we played this game. You know, our couple of days after the last game, you know. Yeah, I did say it though. But you guys need to put some flowers on my name, you know. Alright. So in the middle now, Warner Brown. We have Warner Brown. Guys, remember, Bobby Reed is there, you know. We don't know which condition Bobby Reed is in, but he is there, though. Alright, he is there, though. Alright, so Bobby Reed is there, but I think he's not in condition to start. We need a win. Gray gets... Hold on. Gray gets 1,000 chance to stink up the place. And Cephas has one bad game. And you... Oh! Nicholas Pusey. It's the people said so. I asked the question, explain that I even like what... So, this is surprising. You guys want to beat me, Nicholas. I don't know if it's me you're beating. So, let me not speak on it until you tell me it's me you're beating. Then I can respond to you. Alright? So, Burrell over Brown. Alright, so people going over Burrell over Brown. So, Brown or Burrell, people, drop some more comments. Brown or Burrell. The last game, Brown looked out of it. Yes, Burrell looked a little bit more livelier. When he came in, he was pressing the back line a lot more. Closing off their angles a lot better. So, you just saw that he has a much more overall better understanding of the game than Brown. I think Brown is a raw talent. Brown is still a raw talent that needs to go up to the higher level so he could get those trainings. He still has some good fundamentals that I like, you know. His attitude, I like his attitude, you know, I like his attitude. Yeah, that is true. So, and I saw some hunger in him. So, if someone says they want Brown to come back in as a starter, I have no problem. All right. Yes, because I like his hunger. But I just believe that when teams are talented at passing out from the back, he looks a little bit out of his depth, you know. And clearly you could see that doesn't work in the JPL. You understand me? So it's something new for him when they are moving the ball so quick. He struggle to close down the players. So that is something that maybe he needs to get more repetition of, so he knows how to do it, and not to run to one player but zone the players, rather than to try and close down one single player. You know? Yeah, so I saw some things that you could see that, yeah, definitely, this is what you get at a higher level than what you got in the JPL. And I think that really armed him in that game, rather than helped him in that game. You understand me? Yes, bro, he presses by himself, truth, but what he's doing is pressing one player when you have a triangle there. All you need to do is press between the line and not a individual. You understand me? Because that means you're never going to ever win the game. Because in football today, everyone has incredible composure, especially around the back line. So if you're pressing one player, you just give up a free spot because the ball is moving. Let me know if you agree with that, truth, but because I know that is 100% fact. So he was not pressing well. Rather you drop off and be a part of the team, rather than pressing and giving up that overall space. You get me? You can't press alone. You're okay. You agree with it. You can't press alone. That was, and I think that is just is natural. He wants to do something to prove himself. You understand me? Seeking Truth says press conference players always starts. Only once I saw it before. Once I saw a press conference player never started. Yeah, but aside from that, yes, you're accurate. All right. Yeah, so Brown, they said they want Burrell to go in. Alright, and I could see Burrell read the lines a little bit better. You definitely saw that he's much more versed at a higher level. So he knew those little tactics. But once Brown goes overseas and learn that, he's going to be a better player. You know? What Papi Mba said, he's going back for Warner Brown. Alright? Let me know if you agree with the statement that I've used Papi Mba, because I thought I was very fair in my assessment of Brown. But true, I know that Antonio will start. Ooh, Antonio. Alright, so Antonio is into as well, people. So would you go for Antonio instant? Because Antonio looks good when he came on. I would say no. No, I wouldn't go. I don't think Antonio has 90 minutes in him. I don't think Antonio has 90 minutes in him. Alright? I don't think Antonio has 90 minutes in him, people. You guys want to break the player, you know. Yes, he looks very good. Even better than a lot of people when he came on. That is true. But, you can't start the man so fast, people. You want to break the players, then remember we have a next competition instant, you know. We have a next competition coming right back around, you know. So we need these players in the best condition. If we don't win the Gold Cup, or if we don't come out of the group, yes, it's bad. But it's better we have as much players to fight for the World Cup than just break them in the Gold Cup. I think Brown still have something to prove. Okay, alright. Burrell gonna get the nod. Alright, so we are going in the final spot now, people. The final spot. Yes, it's too early for Antonio to start him, man. You know? Yeah, you can't just throw the man in. Not because he show you a good spell around 15 minutes. Means that he should go straight in. No. Can't agree with that. Antonio needs more time. Campbell over Cephas. But so you mean Campbell over Cephas and Gray as well? Or you're saying you're keeping Gray in the 10? Let me know. You notice Billy D? No one talk. He played good. Yeah, man. Antonio came on and stretched the field a lot and drag two players with him, so it created a lot more space. Antonio is the best space creator in Jamaica's team, period. There is nobody, no Cephas, no Liam Bailey, no Damara Gray, nobody drags space like Antonio. It's not even close. Nobody. He has that ability and that aura about him that people thinks that he's going to do something every single time. Over every player I've seen play for Jamaica. I saw 3-4 players marking Antonio one time. You know how much time I saw 4 players marking one player, and it's Mikel Antonio? 4 players. I remember even was it the Guatemala game? Yes, last World Cup Guatemala game we were 1-0. Watch that game again. 4 players marking Antonio because he had some touches of the ball and he's linking up Liam Bailey and the others, and he was causing them all sorts of problem. And they said, okay, let me stop you, and then Liam Bailey can't get the ball, so we're gonna stop you. And they really, and people, they were complaining about Antonio not scoring. Cranky complaining about Antonio not scoring. No. Antonio is very, very effective for other players to strive, you know. It's going to be the other way around. We always did well in the Gold Cup and flop in the World Cup qualifiers, Leroy Bailey. All right? Fair enough. It's not just his touches, it's his fight and intensity. Yes. Those complainers didn't watch Giroud for yes. But we said we are going. I said I'm going with Borrell over Antonio as well. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't give him his flowers. I think he made a big difference when he came on the field. You know, nobody did what he did in the time. No Warner Brown, no Borrell. Borrell did good leading the line. Out of all 3 of them, Brown was the most silent one, you know, out of all of them. Yeah, but definitely Antonio made a big impact when he came on, you know. So that's good to see that he's out here trying. All right, so over the big star place, people, because I'm almost at 2 hours. Let me know if we have hit 200 likes on the video. If not, please do hit the like button. Helps with visibility. 250 we want. We will be back later to chop up things. All right, so let me see if we reach 200 likes. All right, we are at 182. Let me go to 250. I think 250 is easy to hit because we have 250 people here. So if you just click the like button, we will be hitting our target. Real talk, JD. And man, still abash him. No, I think a lot of people don't look at football that way. All right, so Chippy. Let me get. I heard a lot of slanders for Chippy. You know, Yes. Over that right hand side, when 2 of them tried to go for him, and one slide tackle, and he dragged down the next one. Yeah, man. Antonio brings something different, man. If you talk about heart as to Jamaican term, Antonio would be having the most heart for Jamaica. Antonio plays centre back, left back, right back, midfield, deeper midfield, right and left midfield, 2 strikers, central forward, 2 wingers for Jamaica. He plays every position for Jamaica. Maybe the only player to do so, maybe Damian Lowe would be the next player that would have covered all of those positions. But aside from Antonio, only Damian Lowe plays something close to Antonio. Antonio plays every position for Jamaica. The hardest working player for Jamaica almost every time he touches the field. All right, so Chippy. Last game, I'm going to shock you guys with my analysis. I thought that Chippy was not as bad as what you guys are beating him down. I think what we do a lot is we biasly grade the players them and where they're playing and the level that they are. And it's not a flat plane for all players to judge them on. So if you're judging them on a flat plane, yes, Cephas did cut behind and whipping a ball, but I still believe that Chippy was slightly better than Cephas on the day. You understand me? But definitely because he's a higher caliber player, you guys want to make sure he shows that extreme separation. Bailey Sardi has changed as JD changing his tone. Oh, why every time I talk good about a local player that is playing overseas, I am getting paid? Oh, Lord. All I'm saying is, JD, but Chippy don't look like... No, that's... Thank you, know yourself. I agree with you. He might not look like a Premier League player, but he still look better. JD, stop lie. Antonio only play forward for Jamaica. Amai Wilson. I think you missed the overall context of what I just said. Someone explain to Amai in the chat what I meant. Thank you, Amai, from passing through. But it's not lie, I'm telling you. I think you just missed the context to the conversation. JD, you can start write your book called Antonio Greatest Comeback. All right. Someone explained to Amai because she said I'm a liar, but she missed the context of what we were talking about. Yes. Okay. Tag Amai in it. All right. JD with soft voice. I don't know. I have some of the biggest trolls on my channel. All right. Okay. All right, Martin. All right. They said I talk to Amai different. Oh my God. All right, I wasn't lying. All right. Why you don't war with Amai like you do with us? No, because I want to think that Amai might not have watched more football. Maybe I'm wrongfully judging Amai. Amai, if you watch more football than Demo, I'm very sorry, but I want to think that maybe Amai just found the reasoning and she came in late and you guys were here a longer time. Yes, that's what I thought at first. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, yes. Bailey should start packing his bag and go back home. That's what Dockland says. For me, I thought that Bailey was a threat right throughout the game. Yes, some of his deliveries were terrible. His free kicks were terrible as well. False vice, forward time. Oh my God. It's not my false vice. I just have different voices, My God. All right, Amai Wilson. Thanks for passing through, all right? Yes, the guys in the chat, you messed up my stream, all right? His dribbling is terrible as well, JD, all right? So, is dribbling terrible, passing terrible, free kick terrible? Oh, God. Yeah. G-Mills said Chippy can go too. Chippy, G-Mills is very quiet today, the people. All right? So, and why not talk much about Bailey? I get you laughing. JD, remember? Hold on. JD, remember me defend you when said Pinnock is the best player and Jamaica come for you. All right, thank you, Amai. See, you see there, Amai there a long time. Amai said when I was telling people that Pinnock was the best player, she was the one defending me. All right, yes, and not none of you dudes. All right, so maybe I wrongfully judged you because it looked like you clear some of these dudes, in the chat, Yeah. His penalty was not in this game. Winston, one thing, that's what I said. I figured out that you guys are beating Liam Bailey. On where he's playing, As long as you don't use that McLaren. Oh Lord! All right, let me leave that alone. Leave it alone because I got 2 page. 2 page. But people, me a bad man. None of them little spooky boys that can't talk to me. Because I have my outside vice as well. Yeah, my Jamaican vice. I have that. Man's texting me, "Yo, brother, why you going so hard on the court?" I said, "Brother, don't talk to me. How are you?" That's it. I can show you my response. My text. Yeah, man. Don't talk to me, brother. How we talk to sir? Come tell man, bro. Like you want to control me. People, a pure narrative run around here in the people. I'm on my stream talking about the coach, and it's like because I have a big platform, they want to censor me. So I grew my platform. I was a star that came with this idea. Make myself famous, and then mans want to control me. No. You leave it for the just come up them, Yeah, not me. Don't text my phone or else me I got this, Alright? I got get this. JD have not gone anywhere. Alright? Not because man talking decent, and trying to stay on football. Man I got this, if you don't call me again, Yeah, me I got this, you know. Don't text my phone if you not give me information. Alright? But they calm down and you can't people, the coach could see one. Brother, I'm a piece boy if the coach wanna see. Now that's why I'm gonna go press conference. So him gonna see me. And I'm here the famous one. People answer me. Oh, he's going to see me. If I'm not going to the press conference, that's why he's gonna see me. Yeah, man, I had to smoke him, people, the other day, Yes, but I'm not gonna do it again. It's not because they bad me up, because they never bad me up. They only can talk because they have my number. The message will come through. But I'm not afraid. After I'm not afraid of none of them. I want you. Them can use them WhatsApp group and control people and bother people. Your WhatsApp group, meaning no man WhatsApp group. None. Oh, I'm too no. Mr. Drop something on the board might be more famous JD. Oh. All right. I don't think so. I think I'm the most famous here. I am a superstar. Worldwide superstar. It's not even close, Yeah, I'm not taking no talk from nobody. If I smoke in the coach time, Blessings, JD. The way we played against Guatemala, I am not sure if we can beat Guadeloupe. A lot of people saying 4-0. Franklin, I know it's not going to be 4-0, If we are going to score 4, they might just score 2. Or Blake make 50 shots. 50 saves, I should say, I don't see a game that Jamaica just beat the brakes off Guadeloupe. It's not they are a technical team, just like how they are fast and strong as Jamaica. And that is why I always be on your show. Man, brother, about me being famous or me just standing up. Yeah, man. Remember, I'm not here to fool anybody, I'm here to just talk my piece and hope I can put back something to Jamaica. And also alert people on the game. We're still trying to support Simi, but in our own way. So people, Leon Bailey, chippy starts or not, people. Chippy starts or not. Alright, because based on how you guys are talking, you're saying Chippy should not start. Alright, so No. Definitely don't get your hopes up, people. Watch the game. I am not. People, when you come on to Jamaica, I will never tell you that to get your hopes up. Because the other day, you guys taught me into big talk and disrespected BVI. And, BVI gets slapped up on. People, big up yourself, Wunun. Thanks for being here. Wunun, I need one of those shankers, Because I realize they're calling my name too much and talking about my name. So I need one of them shankers there, forgive them. To what they, not looking at. People, Unun, I need one of them shankers there from Unun, when they're out here calling up my name, We can barely, yeah, so when I'm here on my channel, yeah, good day, mate. Stay. Yeah, but one of them. El Mexi, big up yourself. Massive respect on the super chat, alright? Mel Mexi, drop something on the board. People, you're not dropping nothing on the board, so drop the likes, alright? Drop the likes. 250 likes, alright? Yes. Nicholas Pusey. Bailey didn't have a better game than Cephas, okay? That's what Nicholas Pusey says. So what you say, Pusey, should go on the bench? Chippy have been putting in some good crosses that players don't get onto. I saw those, but they said I am taking money from Saudi, Nah, Bailey has to start. That's so. No. The Shankies. In England, the Shankies, mate, you might never recover. You might never recover, Duckland, Like how you come in on top but you want to box up, man. One shankers too fast, You never recover. Them see it on a Madden, spread out with the teeth of skin. You understand me? Yeah, you will learn. But that sound fishy. You will learn. JD, be careful of them, so. They said, You know, let me leave my comedic side, you know, because they don't know that I'm a comedy, you know. See, Doctor, you see, if you keep playing with me, I'm calling up Unun and say, Unun, give me one of those English shankers, you know, because someone playing. And I said, Doctor, we're going to do the boxing match. Come over here. Stop calling my name, boy. You keep chatting my name for the longest time. People oh, must be coming. Alright, people, sorry about that, you know. Doctor said that will never happen. But you never knew what shankers meant, you know, because you're not in the English side, you know. You know, mate. You know, yeah, it might never recover, you know. Yeah, so stop telling me about boxing now, boy. Alright, you know what you'll get next time. Alright, yes. So, Leon, I do believe that Leon goes back in. Nicholas says that he doesn't agree. That he was better than Cephas. I thought that he was better than Cephas. Cephas did the one that he cuts in, but he constantly. The problem, what I have with Cephas over Leon Bailey, because this is a comparison. Be careful of them sound, my guy. All right. Some of us only hearing audio. Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. All right. I'm very sorry. All right. JD, give Travis a job in JFF as defender. Okay. All right. So Travis curse me out. What Travis said no. All right. What Travis curse about no. All right. So I'm very sorry, people. It was one people. Don't play with one, you know. One had the shankers back in the days, you know. Shanking people, you know. All right. So don't think we're out here and we're soft like soap, you know. Yes, man. So big up one. You know. Yeah. So people, sorry, I don't know. I come back from that one. You know? The shankers, you know. Yeah. The shankers dangerous, mate. You know. All right. So people, Let me back to my walk and completing my 1,000 step. No, but it's just a walk. It's just a walk. It's okay. Just a walk, you know. I thought you were doing a couple miles well, you know. All right, so people, yeah, let me. Should I take a few calls? Let me know if I should take a few calls before the show finishes. But what are you guys looking at? Let me do the predictions first. Yeah, 10,000 steps. 10,000 steps. I think he's doing. For me, I am going to say that it's going to be a tough game and a tight game. Christopher said 3-0 Jamaica. I don't see the separation as yet because I think they're going to be a little bit shaky based on how they're talking. What happened right there? Because I saw something went off. Someone donated to the channel? I think so. Alright, people. I've not seen that donation, but it looks like someone donated. Okay, someone donated. Alright, Big Boss Burke in the chat donated. Massive respect because it never showed me on the screen. But we have it. So people, if you want to donate via the PayPal, you could do that as well. I think it says Stream Element. Click it and donate it as well. Alright. 2-1. If we lose to Guadeloupe, will it be time for to panic? Yes, I think so. And then that's where I'm going to open the panel on. All right. So call in, people. Call in. Let me give the number. So anybody can call in. Amar can call in as well. Give your football take so to show them boys that you have football knowledge. All right. All right. So that's a number. All right, so everyone, you have 5 minutes when you call in, maximum 7 minutes per person. So we can give everybody a chance to speak, and we can stay at least in the little zone of the, what you call it? coherency. All right, yes, that's the word that I was looking for. Yes, because after a certain point, it start going. Yes, I said anyone can call in. Anyone can call in. All right. Yes. So massive respect. All right, we're getting a call already. So it's Travis. Travis, please only talk about football. I am not in it. Travis, good day.
Morning, Jody.
Morning, Travis. Only talk about football. Me no want hear nothing more.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
No war.
This coach, I believe in this coach is a senior team players. Coach.
Yes.
So all the talk we are talking, all the senior players will play at all times.
So give me a starting 11.
We're gonna start till that kingdom come. I senior players in the rate.
Okay. So give me a starting 11.
The Bobby, the Antonio, them. Not surprised to see all of them play today.
So Antonio as well? Yeah. But would you put him on?
Yeah, man. I'm starting today.
Jesus Christ, Travis. So
we're not going to lose. He come on one day, you see him run bustling like he ready.
yeah, but for 90 minutes? Or you're saying put him on for the first 45? Hey, Travis, put him on for the first 45? Or for not?
First 45 to 50 minutes.
Okay. That mean because I wouldn't be happy if you're trying to play him in this game for 15, 90 minutes.
I'm see the team at trade this now, but it's low in that street close. So you know, low not gonna play, low out injured.
Okay, so Low is out, yeah. So King goes back in for you?
But we don't have a choice.
Alright, no, me just ask you.
Unless you put Lati there and find and play Kira as bit.
Yes, and I think that will be too much of a stretch because we not have no sub, right?
Right, so as we said, this coach believe in our senior players. Don't care what, you must start them.
Alright, and I agree with you.
They clean up the whole of them.
So based on
all what talk about, right, you have no faith in our young players.
so Travis, that is bad, because some of them young players are better than some of the older players.
People are blame people. Everybody want to blame Miran. I coach a problem.
Okay.
You can't come here and tell me, say, Miran, when I have papers with you, I'll tell you who I will play.
No, but Travis. The problem, Travis, why you can't say that, him actually told us that already, and said, Miran tell him move a play, So, because him tell the people before, the people think it just a continue, because he said it out of his own mouth. Yes, no, but at the start, yes, he said that. Right. Yeah. But maybe not for now. Right. So you're saying that the people need to get out of that feeling and think that it's... Yeah, okay.
If it's not in store, Miran should, McLaren should have walked to England. Right now. If they make Miran come from now, we are telling him what we play.
Alright. So give me a prediction, Travis, because you know the time there. So give me a prediction.
5-0 Jamaica. 5-0. Scoring boots have
5-0, Travis?
Yes, man, that way I put it.
Yeah. Where you bet, Travis? Where you not bet score? You just a bet Jamaica win.
No game to the car. One last night, I want a friend from overseas mother figure.
Okay. Yeah, because so why you the bet, Travis? What would you bet on? Because we are gonna catch Travis, What would you bet on, Travis, if you the bet? Tell where you the bet. Because we know him,
Yeah, man, we don't want to catch 5-0, man.
5-0 you bet?
I bet that's it, man.
I true. Me should have said some more words in between and then ask Travis why me that bet. He that tell me a different bet. Me know Travis people. Him bet different than way I tell you. Yes, sir. Because he want winning money. All right, big boss. Respect again, yeah?
Yeah, man. All right.
All right, yeah. All right, so that was Travis. Travis, you have 5-0 thing there, people. All right, 1-5-0. All right. Yeah, so let me take this call. Hello, mate. Is this Mr. Guna?
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well,
Okay.
Doing well. How are you doing, sir?
I'm here on the program. Saw a missed call from you, so we decided that we're going to return the call to see what's up,
Oh, that's a great decision, man.
Okay.
All right.
We aren't sure as yet. You know, maybe you might tell you 10-0. Yeah, because we just heard that is a 5-0. A 5-0 will be laid out.
But
And
Travis has never said a score and not said that move bet. So if he said that and him saying never bet it,
no, he said he's not betting today. No, he said he's not betting. Jason, he said he's not betting today.
Yeah, me hear what the man say. I'm just tell you.
Okay.
The man did really think it up. Me would have bet long time.
Okay. Okay. So you are saying then Travis no want bet because he not have no confidence.
Thank you.
You know Travis is gonna call back in here with a word. So what give give your input. Go.
Alright, so since it seemed like I never catch all the show, but when I came on you were talking about the forward line, right? So I would think that there's one reason is the player was at the press conference. So I don't think McLaren going to play a different system. So I think he's going to be the main striker to start the game.
Okay.
And I'm okay with that because I think that what you had explained about the zoning of the pressing, I think that was very, very evident in the first game. And it's almost as if, I don't know if he didn't get the instruction because they weren't going up to that high line with him. He was just trying to chase, as you said, 3 players, the keeper and the 2 centre backs. And he wasn't really like funneling them to one side. He was just kind of running after the ball. So I think Burrell has a better understanding of that. And even in the Unity Cup, you saw that. Now, in the stadium, when we were playing more on the front foot, it was working out because he had the support from even the 2 midfielders, Gray and Russell, and Bailey and Cephas. But we never really engaged with them like that in the first game, so it never worked. So, Burrell for me to start, I think he gives us a little bit more in gameplay as well. Even if he don't touch the ball, I think his movement is a little more intelligent. So, while Antonio does drag space very well, I think Burrell does it pretty well as well. So, I think the players around Burrell will get a little more space and joy if he start today. Obviously, Blake in goal, centre backs. I would play Pinnock and Latibody at centre back. Dexter at right back. I would start Greg Lee in this game at left back. I think just because freshness, you know, I feel like the energy level that Greg Lee will bring to the game might be better. Amari looked a little bit leggy in the first game, and that guy Santis is not easy to be chasing all game. So just play a fresh player over there. Greg Lee for me to start, and then midfield now is where it gets kind of tricky. A lot of people before we had the replacements in the team was saying John Russell can play the 6. I still not going to move John Russell back. I'm going to actually just start Karai first game, join the team, just play. So Karai Anderson midfield with John Russell. And then I would actually play Casey Palmer as the 10. I would play Damari left, and I would play Bailey on the right. So that would be my start.
Okay. And based on that, so Jason said he would have made some changes. So no King in the team for you, and no King in the team for you. Why you went for that, and how strong you think that midfield would be? Those are the fireback questions.
Yeah, so the thing about the midfield that would be worrying is that, you know, Karai, as a single pivot, the way Jamaica been playing, it might be a lot for him. But if we can make sure that one of Dexter or Greg in the build-up kind of just give him that extra player in that area, then I think it can work. I also trust Latibody a little more to utilize the space on the right side of defense with Pinnock on the left. So I think that the spacing will be better just when we're playing out, and that will help the midfield as well. I don't know if you understand why I'm saying that.
No. I'm trying to figure it out because once they said Latibody are outside, they said Casey Palmer is allegedly out. You know anything about that? Let me check to make sure because that's what they were telling me.
I haven't checked anything from I woke up this morning, so I don't know. I mean, if that is the case, then
he got
do some shuffling.
Yeah, okay. If Casey Palmer is out, people, and we have to stick to one game plan, god damn, man. That's it.
Alright, so if Casey Palmer is out, then just put Graham in the midfield.
Casey Palmer is So where did Casey Palmer out? Because he never got any card in the game. Jason, based on football, just talking football.
Them want him out. Or them just want him out.
Demas, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. They are just telling me stories and I don't know.
Yeah, so look, I don't know anything about the Palmer out thing. So, I don't know anything about the Palmer thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna say Dexter, Greg Lee, keep Palmer in the midfield with Anderson and Russell, and on the left I would start Craig, on the right I would start Bailey, and I would start Borrell up front.
Borrell up front. And did you do your video already?
Yeah, I did a video last night.
Okay, good.
The coach said it's more about fight and not tactics. So I just had a fight with the chat for most of the show.
Okay, all right. So give me a fighting scoreline, no? Before you go, give me a fighting scoreline.
I would love a 2-goal victory, but I just feel like it's gonna be closer than that. So I think 2-1 Jamaica.
Okay.
Would be a result that I would expect. Best case scenario, we win 3-1.
Okay, 2-1. Okay, so you stole my prediction. Okay, maybe you heard that, but but I never built my videos yet, so maybe he will say that I stole his prediction. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Jason. But I did say it 2 times. So I think he stole it, but it's okay. Yeah. All right, he gets the win. He gets the win for the 1 time. All right, later. Yeah. All right, so let me get the calls them. Okay, I've missed a call? No, I've not missed a call. All right, so people, KC shows the most fight in the last game. Okay, where? I don't know. I don't understand. All right, guys, we have reached 2 hours? 4 o'clock now. Duckland, yes, I think Duckland. People, we can't take Duckland serious anymore. I think Duckland is just a comedic person, you know. Yes, all right. So, people, thanks for the 200 likes. We need to up like 40 more likes, and then we are good. Mr. Yee says 1-1 score line. Jason brought in a good point because we were talking about Bell, and obviously Plumbing, he's skilled too as well. They have some good players. Forward players, you know. And I wanted the coach to go see most people talking about about low scores. People, we need to drop a big score like 5 or 6. It's like unna see wagwan. Dirty Harry, we see wagwan. But seeing what's going on and what you're capable of doing is 2 different things. Dirty Harry, I don't understand Dirty Harry here, you know. Dirty Harry saying that people keep talking about 1 and 2. We know what is required, but it's better you win the game. Ari, no more dirty. Stop the dirty. Change your name to Ari alone. I will call it that. You know. Yes. So Ari, everybody know what you're saying, but what we expect to happen. So all of a sudden now we're gonna get cameraman disrespect, forget slap. Okay, since when Guadeloupe are no big threat to Jamaica? The last time they played Jamaica, they were a threat to Jamaica because we were fighting to get a win against Guadeloupe. So people, don't follow Dirty Harry because that's the problem. We only talk big. You understand me? We don't actually put no facts there. So the last time we played Guadeloupe, it was 2-1. And that's the game that Phaeton retired Alvas Powell with 17 chop out of his cutlass. He chopped up Alvas Powell. I said, I think it was me and Marlon doing that live stream a couple years ago. Well, and I'm telling you, man, you laugh till you're dead. You know? So, all of a sudden, they have 10 more better players than what they had before. Obviously, we have better players as well. Don't get me wrong, you know. But why they can have 10 more better players and then we don't give them any more respect? We have Mr. Dirty Ari, not Dirty. Ari, we need to talk better. We need to talk better and show respect. And that's how we can improve. You understand me? Yes. JD, the coach is frustrated right now. Leon Spence. Then okay. Hold on, let me call the big boss and hear what he has to say because maybe he wants to get an input here. So G Mills, we are calling you. All right, because before we close the show, we have to make sure we hear from G Mills. You know, they said G Mills is a new co-host. Yes, Mr. G Mills, how are you doing?
What?
We are here. We are calling you back because for some reason we have not seen your G Mills.
I felt sick.
You felt sick?
Yeah.
So you mean you felt sick, G Mills?
Yeah. My head, my heart, every part of me did hurt me after the match. So I felt sick. So I wasn't available, you know. I wasn't available for that window. I'm sorry.
So, all right, because G Mills, all the Canadian, all the Trinidad people them look for you, you know. You can't talk so big boss, and then disappear.
Them get about half a dozen from America. You remember?
Yes, we know them get half a dozen, but them think so we worse than them because they must say Guatemala not so good as America, so them get 5, but we get dominated just the same. We just have a better keeper. That's what they're saying, you know.
You know, see 100,000 Guatemalan in a stadium. You know, see a Guatemala will play. Come like when they see what go on in a stadium. Like
so G Mills, what?
Guatemala ball, them a turn and a shoot them a do something, bro.
So G Mills, so what are you trying to say? That we never have no home advantage. Guatemala was playing at home.
Why did rough? That was a rough patch. I felt ill. Yeah, it was a rough 1-5.
Okay, all right. So how you feeling for this game?
Well, you know, me do some exercise this morning. Me run about 10 miles on the beach.
10 miles on the beach, all right, good.
You know, so me did chant. Me make a deep recognition in myself. Yeah, me find the energy for run again. We're ready.
All right.
Ready, man, ready.
all right. So I'm not gonna bother you because maybe I call you out of your time. So just give me a quick prediction what you expect to happen tonight, and we'll let you go. All right.
All right, here we go now. We can't talk my start.
Yeah, man, you need to talk your start line. I just told you the yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, right now me have. All right, me have Lemmy Keister out on the right. Me have Bell on the left. Even though I want to see Greg Lay still, cause Bell look like him lose a half step right now. Him like him under too much pressure. But me I stick with Bell. Me have Pinnock in the back, King in the Pinnock. I want to put King, but I want to put him at the 6. Cause we have a problem in the center right now because me never know see Isaac in the earth with so much. Oh God, the belly all hurt me still. We need the heading desperately. Cause right you know, feel like, you know, see the front heading guy we look like I don't know, Damian Lowe can't get back on the side, you know, Damian Lowe to go him and go now in no charge card. Damian Lowe, me tell us that Damian Lowe is a big reliability that oh God man, Damian Lowe have me feel away man.
Okay, all right.
We need a center midfield. We need a midfield.
So a King you put in a center midfield now. So so what happened to Latibody here? Latibody never played here.
I would put Latibody here. Him just looks stagnant in the 6 to him looks slow. Him not really do no. At least I don't know Latibody here. I like Latibody here because he's a workman, but sometimes he look flat like him.
But you know Latibody here faster than King.
Where?
Yeah, man, Latibody here faster than King, man. I don't think if it's even close as well. Watch it today again, and you can see.
Man, because you don't really need to be that fast in the 6. You just need control of the game. You need patience and them things. I think King have a good hindsight and the comfortability. Me think King have. He will make a good 6 and him have the pass them unlock the backfield. So I'd put no behind him and Pinnock as centre back, you know. King, you know. Then you have Bobby Reid and Russell above him. Then we put Gray I'm going to put Cephas through the middle and put Bailey on the right. So me the line up my field.
All right. Love that. So be stuff. JD, no, I never said it. Travis Peso. I said King. I said maybe that warrior is faster than him. I said to me, I think that warrior is faster than him. So based off that, why you're saying that about Latibody in the midfield? But he explains himself, Travis. So please, Travis, that's not necessary. So give your prediction.
Man, he was a work man, but him still look flat in. You know, see when him low doing that midfield against Guatemala, him not do nothing. Guatemala have some local man we playing a Guatemala turn, make some 360 turn pan him and low like say them just a stand up still daddy. How if you do that?
So hold on, you know say Anderson 360 and 380 King over and over. So what you talking about?
No, you can't make that turn in the back. You have to make that turn in the midfield and make that turn. They don't do that to King. King wasn't playing in the midfield.
No, I know, but me like downgrade low because he continued to have a good game throughout the game and save us a lot of times in at the end. So if your belly that hurt you worse. If he never went to centre back, so you out here a ball and this the man. Eh?
Them say me a football dunce, right? Look done saw me on the football field.
Oh, alright, Gmail. You know it's a big show, brother. You can't and a match. Gmail, give me the prediction, man, and stop worrying the commenter, man. You know, so when they call in, you just give your take, alright? So give me the prediction, Gmail.
Right. No comment for the press. Not really. I lucky thing me show up today in a day. Me didn't really want to show up, but me didn't really want to look so bad. I keep it real, you know. Me didn't really want to show my face in the car. That Guatemala beating there, all now you stay good with me. You know, see all of the commentators, them love to see Jamaica all desk. Wait, look a white boy their name. God know them beat with bad Jade. You couldn't even watch no video, no analyst. It was horrible. It was a bad day for me. So right now, me not really take no comment for the press. I really have.
Okay.
Just give my little point.
So just give you a prediction. The Gmail we said just give you a prediction and a 3-minute talk extra. I don't want to give a prediction. So what do you mean? You just want to say what you say and no prediction? You can't live like that, Gmail. You can't live like that, man. Come on.
Just watch a match.
You just watch a match.
Just watch a match. No, just watch a match. Last time they exalt myself. Yeah.
Alright, big boss. Later. We link up. Respect.
Big up everybody.
Yeah. Alright. Oh my God. So hold on there. Him and JD in the same boat with I can't believe this. I can't believe this. So you tell me, say, the one beaten so bad, nobody got it. Travis, how much Jamaica do to the people? Man, them say, brother, them can't manage people. Them not a prediction, you know? They must have watched the game. So let me know who feel the same way, that they're just watching the game and they don't want to give it the predictions. This people, I'm here from the longest time, and it's the first time I saw people acting like that, and it's a lot of people saying that, yo, you know, me I temper my expectations, you know. So JD, where can I watch the match? You can watch it on Concacaf YouTube channel, but maybe you need to get a VPN, because I think in England the TV licensing blocking the visual for you guys. Jevan Davis said him just a watch as well. So everybody just say they are watching. Spin it, he said, JD, in our competition, we have one bad match to play, and we did it. Okay, so you think a pure good matches after this? All right. Rain Scorpion said 3-0 tonight for Jamaica. If them no win, I don't feel anyway. Trust me. DJ says, God, damn. Wow. JD, it's just a hopeful game for me. Okay, so, boy, yo. Guatemala really straighten out our fan base, you know. Jason, no Saj. The man, we don't have no... African said 2-1 for someone. I know what you want to say. Premier said, big up JD. Just got a chance to tune in. We'll give you a prediction, no? Because everybody seems to not have that confidence, and they said that Jamaicans are the most confident people on earth. So you're telling me that one beating beat out every confidence that we have? Jesus God. Nobody no argue. Only Jason and Jason attack. Jason, you know, I think it was there wasn't a fan base to begin with. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, please, I want to hear people. Mark Olan, give me some confidence. Are we winning? Yeah, we need somebody to tell. You know. Laugh out loud. Jamaica for the win, at least 2-0. All right, thank you. So Premier 7 said Jamaica will be winning 2-0. He doesn't explain why, but he just said Jamaica winning 2-0. Yes, I need to see those confidence because that's how we usually talk, you know. People, if you go under the Guatemala video on Concacaf, it's all Guatemalans saying, yo, we need this win because the Jamaicans them. So some of them listening to our videos, you know. And they were saying, yo, the way how we were acting, you know, like Jamaica is a world-class team, you know. So I'm saying, damn. And they're writing in English as well. They're writing in English to make sure we know that they are watching our streams, you know. Jerry Nueda says, KC is out, all right. Jerry Nueda says. 1-0. Oh my God, 1-0. 3-0. Alright, so Jermaine Song says 3-0 and Jevan says 3-0 win. Jevan. Yeah, alright, so Jevan said 3-0. Alright, so people, we have come to the end. I think this was a very good show. Let me see if we have hit the 250 likes. Yeah, that would be very good from you people. Alright, and let me give the donators them their respect. Yeah, I think we had 2 donations on the platform. Alright, so we reached 241. I'm okay with that. That's close to 250. Alright. Guatemala shake we up. Me did Alright, so we get it here. Guatemala shake we up. Me did even call out the coach when him did talk about our pitch. But I will not say Jamaica will not win. Okay, fair enough. JD, next time, 1 second. All right, I'm gonna wait. JD, next time we hold Guatemala, we will dust them. All right, people. To be honest with you, the last 2 times Jamaica played their team, you know, we were not as the gap ain't far, you know. So, because you have to take out this 3-0 win because it was not the right team. Everyone figured it out. I knew it from first, but everyone figured it out. But the last 2 times we played them, you know, man, it's a close game. And to be honest, the 2 times we played them, Guatemala was a better team. So the next time we hold them, we have to beat their best team and not know one love from Bell, one chance we get in the game. The next time we need to beat them very good, and we get more chance than them. We can't play Guatemala and every time they are outplaying Jamaica and we have to scrape a win. We need to beat them good, like a good 3-0, 4-1, you know. Yes, I'm not expecting nothing less than a 4-1 the next time. Reggae Boyz, you hear? I'm saying that 4-1. We need to beat them the next time. Not their off team, right team, the real team. You know. Yes, Jamaica must try. The soup turned porridge. All right, so people, I'm going to run off now because I have to pick the kid up, bring her over to our grandmother. Yes, so later I will be back, people, to chop it up with you guys. I thought we did a good thing. I'm expecting a Jamaica 2-1. Yes, so I'm expecting a Jamaica 2-1, a close game. A 2-1. That's what I said early on. So that's what I'm expecting. All right, little sharp man them make Jamaica look like Argentina. No, Jamaica make them look like Argentina. All right, Warrior 777. Thanks everyone that passes through. Let me make sure we big up the donators them before we run out. All right, so we had El Mexi says education donation, and then Mr. Burke donated via the PayPal. Massive respect. Saudi did beat Argentina. Switzerland did beat Spain. And what happened after? So he said that Jamaica have to beat everybody else. All right, no problem. That is a good look, you know. But you notice we just call Argentina and Spain. but Demo did say that for bring on Spain. Demo did say to bring on Spain, so we are good like Spain, you know. We are good like Spain, you know. So you might be right, you know. So let's see if we can start it today. And overcome it over 2 legs. So people, please do hit the like button, share and subscribe at the end of the video. Massive respect to all of you lovely people. All right, bye bye.